Smoky Mountains, the most visited national park in the United States, a place where nature weaves enchanting tales about the cycle of life. Here, fathers tirelessly build homes, and mothers teach their young how to thrive. But siblings sometimes compete for the future of their lineage. All are telling their own stories in the endless dance of survival. Welcome to Great Smoky Mountains, top predators and majestic wilderness. The story begins with the proud return of North America's predators. Once upon a time, the coyote, scientifically known as Canis latrans, has navigated a challenging journey to maintain its presence in the Great Smoky Mountains. Despite being a resourceful and intelligent predator, they were once viewed as a threat to livestock and faced severe eradication efforts, including traps, poison baits, and large-scale hunting programs. By the mid-20th century, the coyote population in this area had decreased by more than 50%, nearly disappearing from many parts of the park. But the coyote is not easily defeated. With their remarkable adaptability and rapid breeding, they have gradually made a comeback in recent decades. The regeneration of forests and grasslands has provided an abundant food supply, from rabbits to mice, aiding the coyote population's recovery. According to a report by the Wildlife Conservation Society 2023, the coyote population in the Great Smoky Mountains increased by 15% compared to the previous year, reaching an estimated 300 to 350 adult individuals. A similar story unfolded for the red fox, scientifically known as Vulpes vulpes, in the vast and mystical lands of the Great Smoky Mountains. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, their population had plummeted by 50% due to ecological imbalances caused by human activity, competition from invasive species, and the decline of their natural prey. The hills and valleys that were once their home grew quieter as the red fox's calls faded from the dense forests. However, by the late 1990s, the red fox began to recover. Efforts to improve their habitat and restore prey populations yielded positive results. According to a 2023 study published by the National Park Service, the red fox population in the park has increased significantly, with around 200 to 250 individuals now present, a testament to the revival of this iconic species. In the spring of 2023, for the first time in 50 years, a pair of bald eagles made a nest in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This was not only a stunning sight during the spring, but also a remarkable milestone in the conservation efforts for this iconic bird. The bald eagle, scientifically known as Haliaeetus leucocephalus, once faced the threat of extinction. During the 1950s and 1960s, their numbers plummeted, with only about 400 breeding pairs remaining nationwide. The primary cause was the use of the pesticide DDT, which caused eggshells to thin to the point where they could no longer protect the developing embryos inside. By 1973, the bald eagle was added to the endangered species list under the U.S. Endangered Species Act. Conservation efforts in the Great Smoky Mountains began in the 1980s, with programs focused on reintroduction and habitat protection. By 2023, the bald eagle population in the area had reached a stable level, with approximately 25 to 30 breeding pairs recorded and at least 3 to 4 nests actively thriving. The name Great Smoky Mountains originates from a daily magical phenomenon that occurs here, when a layer of blue smoke gently drapes over the rolling mountain peaks. But this isn't actual smoke. It's the result of millions of trees in the park. As water vapor and volatile organic compounds from the trees rise, they encounter cooler air at higher elevations, creating a pale blue mist that blankets the landscape, as if the mountains are whispering their ancient secrets. Thousands of years ago, when the Smoky Mountains were just misty peaks in the dawn of history, Native Americans first set foot here, hunting and living off the land's abundant resources. The Cherokee, the oldest inhabitants, developed a rich culture, with villages nestled along the streams and vast cornfields spreading across the land. But in the 1830s, they were forced to leave their homeland in the tragic event known as the Trail of Tears, leaving behind a great cultural legacy. In the 19th century, European loggers arrived, cutting down the ancient forests and turning dense woodlands into barren lands. However, the conservation movement of the 20th century saved what remained. By 1934, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park was officially established, making the dream of preservation a reality for naturalists. Since then, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park has become one of the most visited natural destinations in the US, attracting over 14.1 million visitors in 2023. In the heart of the eastern United States, Great Smoky Mountains National Park spans 816,280 square miles, like a colossal natural painting crafted over millions of years. Nestled within the Appalachian Range, the park is covered with rolling mountains that weave beneath a thick veil of mist, resembling a mythical land where nature still holds deep, untold secrets. The Great Smoky Mountains, among the oldest peaks on Earth, were formed over 200 million years ago by the intense collision of tectonic plates. Over millions of years, wind, rain, and weather have continuously sculpted these mountains, softening them into gentle, flowing shapes, like nature's delicate brushstrokes. The ancient, nutrient-rich soil and rocks have nurtured one of the most diverse ecosystems in North America. The Great Smoky Mountains are home to over 19,000 recorded species, but this is just the tip of a vast biological treasure. Scientists believe that up to 100,000 more species may still be hidden within the park's ancient forests, waiting to be discovered. In 2024, a collaborative study between the Smithsonian Institution and the National Park Service shed light on a portion of this mystery, uncovering around 50 new species, including previously undescribed insects and plants. As humans continue to explore these hidden wonders, the cycle of life within the Great Smoky Mountains continues to unfold in its own unique way. After a long winter's rest, the Great Smoky Mountains awaken, welcoming thousands of visitors who come to witness the spring wildflower pilgrimage. Tender ferns and fleeting wildflowers, known as spring ephemerals, quickly bloom, taking advantage of the brief window before the forest canopy closes, capturing sunlight and providing essential nutrients to the ecosystem. In the quiet dance of spring, the pink lady's slipper skillfully lures bumblebees with the false promise of nectar. But this is a clever strategy for survival, aiming to have the bees spread their pollen. Other insects, like beetles, join this life-sustaining mission. They gather pollen not just to feed themselves, but also to aid in the pollination and reproduction of flowers like the mountain laurel. A crucial part of this story involves ants, especially wood ants. Though small, they play a significant role in the Smokies ecosystem. 1/3 of the wildflower species here, including trillium, bloodroot, and violet, rely on these ants to disperse their seeds. These seeds have a special attachment called an eleosome, a nutrient-rich structure that attracts ants. When the ants collect these seeds and carry them back to their nests, they help disperse the seeds to new areas where they can sprout and grow. This symbiotic relationship is vital to maintaining the park's biodiversity. From this foundation, the dense forests of the Great Smoky Mountains become a giant salad bowl for black bears. Especially after a harsh winter, the abundance of food in spring boosted the survival rate of bear cubs to 85% in 2023, higher than in previous years. After a long hibernation, mother black bears and their cubs begin the search for food to replenish the 30% of body weight lost during the winter. During this time, the mother bear primarily focuses on eating tender plants, roots, insects, and nuts to regain the energy lost during hibernation. Cubs, at just 2 to 3 months old, also start to explore foods like berries, young grass, and nuts. With a strong instinct to protect and nurture, the mother bear often leads her cubs to lower elevations, where clear streams flow through valleys. Her excellent swimming skills allow her to cross rivers and streams with ease, opening up new lands rich in food and opportunities. Here, the black bear family learns, adapts, and prepares for the long journey ahead. However, spring is also a time of caution, as the mother bear must protect her cubs from potential threats. Predators like coyotes and bobcats begin their hunts, targeting the vulnerable young cubs. In this wild and challenging world, the mother bear becomes a formidable shield for her cubs. The protective instinct of the black bear is incredibly strong. They constantly move, choosing secluded spots in the dense forest or lowlands to avoid detection by predators. The mother bear must remain vigilant while guiding her cubs in foraging, always keeping them within sight and ready to face any threat. For the young black bears, every step and every moment of hiding is a first lesson in vigilance and adaptability to the harshness of nature. This is how black bears in the Great Smoky Mountains maintain the highest population density compared to other areas in North America, with 2 bears per square mile and a total population reaching around 1,500 individuals. In the vast expanse of the Great Smoky Mountains, each spring becomes a vibrant stage for contrasting survival strategies.